Welcome to Wheels Up with Sunrise on Wheels. I'm Michele Newman. Today's program is all about cartoon characters around the world. And like all Wheels Up episodes, it has 3 segments. First, I'll take you on a trip looking at cartoon characters all over the globe, from Japan to China to Russia. We'll even look at some from Africa and South America. But don't worry, I know there'll be a few you'll recognize. Next, we'll craft with Caroline, making our very own small cartoon book, an interesting bracelet, and a Forky Headband from Toy Story. Finally, I hope you'll play along with Cartoon Characters Around the World Trivia. Throughout TV history, cartoon characters have brought joy and happiness to children and grown-ups alike. Today, I'd like to take you on a trip around the world, looking at famous cartoon characters in different countries. Let's begin our journey with Pokemon, an incredibly popular Japanese fantasy-based cartoon that spawned a massive video and card game franchise. It includes an anime series, a trading card community, and games played by millions of people all over the world. It's a wild world full of cartoon animal-like creatures. My favorite character is Pikachu, with its small mouth and yellow fur. It always brings a smile to my face. Next is the famous fictional little girl, Hello Kitty. This popular girl has black eyes, a yellow nose, no mouth, and a red bow perched on her left ear. Many believe she's a cat, with her pointed ears, whiskers, and tail, but animators characterize her as a cheerful and happy little girl with a heart of gold. Now, who doesn't adore Doraemon? This robotic, male blue cat from the future is a beloved character created in Japan over 50 years ago. Doraemon is not endowed with superpowers. He is, however, able to produce a lot of quick-fix items, secret tools. Unfortunately, they're not always perfect and sometimes cause a few problems. This series is popular around the globe, although not as popular here in the U.S. In the crowded and competitive world of Japanese cartoon characters, Ant-Man is king. His round face, bright red nose, rosy cheeks, and infectious smile is everywhere. He's a kind hero who helps those in need by giving hungry people pieces of his face, which is made out of a sweet bun filled with a Japanese red bean. While these acts of kindness can weaken Ant-Man, his master baker Uncle Jam can replenish it by baking a fresh head in the oven. It sounds a little bit like the gingerbread man to me. Next, we're off to South Korea to meet Pororo, an adorable little penguin. Pororo and his friends, Eddie the fox, Loopy the beaver, Poby the polar bear, and Krong the dinosaur, live in an Arctic, snowy hamlet called Prong Prong Forest. These adorable characters go on adventures every day with all kinds of merchandise, movies, and live-action shows. It's difficult to go anywhere in Korea and not see Pororo and his friends. He's even the spokesman for the safety videos that constantly play in the subway. The series is also very popular in China, our next stop. In China, there are many animated cartoon characters that you may never have seen before. Monkey King is a leading character in the classical Chinese fantasy novel, Journey to the West. He is an amazing figure with superhuman strength and has the ability to transform into 72 different animals and objects. Next, what do you think of Sergeant Black Cat, a smart and brave black cat who helps to keep various animals in the forest safe while riding around on his motorcycle? Pleasant Goat and Big Bad Wolf is one of China's most popular cartoons. It's gone through a lot of changes, but what's not to love about a group of goats fighting against a clumsy wolf? Some Chinese cartoons may look familiar. The Chinese version of Sesame Street has Big Bird, an identical cousin to the American one, and a few new ones. A blue furry pig, Hoo Hoo Zoo, and a bright red monster, Shi Ao Nai Ji, Little Plum, a curious and level-headed monster who snores very loudly. Disney characters are also popular throughout Asian countries. In Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Tokyo, An extremely popular character is Duffy the Disney bear. Have you ever seen him? Next, let's travel to India. Here is Choto Bheem, a brave, energetic little boy with superhuman powers who leads his friends on exciting adventures to guard their fellow villagers from evil. One of his fun sidekicks is Jagu, a talking monkey who teaches Bheem useful things like how to swing from trees. It's hugely popular and has more than 40 million viewers worldwide. Next, we'll head to Russia to meet the adorable and internationally famous Shubarashka, a small brown furry animal with huge ears and big eyes. Unknown to science, he looks like a cross between a bear, a monkey, and a mouse. The cartoon follows the life of the strange, unknown creature as he is accidentally transported halfway across the world to Russia, where he meets and befriends the crocodile Gina. Together they go on adventures and make friends. Shubarashka is a huge star internationally, and particularly in Japan. Regardless, I've fallen in love with this little fellow. You might think of Disney's big yellow orange bear when you picture Winnie the Pooh. However, the American Pooh doesn't have a monopoly. Winnie Pooh is the Russian equivalent. He's rounder, browner, and decidedly a little more bear-like. Where Winnie is good-natured and cozy, Vinny is funny and crafty, dunking himself in a pond to disguise himself as a rain cloud. He's hiding from bees. Both Vinny Puke and the American version share a love of honey. Masha and the Bear is about a retired circus bear who prepares for a quiet life until he is introduced to an adventurous little girl named Masha. It's available in 25 languages and has appeared in 100 countries. You may have spotted it on Netflix. Next, we're off to Nigeria, where we meet Bino and Fino, who live with their grandparents, Mama and Papa, in a modern-day city in Africa. Bino and Fino have many adventures, where, with the help of their friend Zena the magic butterfly, they discover and learn things around the world. Next, let's travel to Europe. The United Kingdom is the birthplace of many classic children's characters, such as Thomas the Tank Engine. What about Bob the Builder? And of course, there's the adorable Peppa Pig. And how about Tinky Winky, Dipsy, Lala, and Po? The infamous Teletubbies. Many of these animated shows are popular and seen everywhere. One of my favorite Spanish language cartoons is Pocoyo. It's a Spanish-British animated series that centers on the mischievous adventures of a 4-year-old boy and his assortment of animal friends. Pocoyo lets his curiosity guide his way, and it often takes him in unpredictable directions. Through his imaginative adventures, he discovers how the world around him works. And when his pals, Pato a duck, Lula a dog, and Ellie an elephant join him, their interactions also teach him how to be thoughtful and a good friend. There are several seasons of this wonderful cartoon, and it's a big hit in Spain, Mexico, Argentina, and even in the US. Now we're off to South America. Tana and the Amazon's Guardian has become a huge hit series for kids in Brazil. It follows a young girl named Tayana and her many animal friends, including the monkey Katu, the king vulture Pepe, and the little hedgehog Suri. All the characters are focused on learning about and protecting the rainforest in which they live. In Chile, guitar and drum live in a town populated by musical instruments. Cute, right? What about Paperport? This follows the adventures of a young girl who wakes up every day with a new superpower. The series is available in Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Argentina, and Latin America. It's also available in Australia, India, and China. Now, finally, back in the United States, let's look at my top 5 favorite cartoon characters. Number 5, Scooby-Doo. Since making its groovy debut in 1969. The talking Great Dane and his human sidekicks have been wandering the world in their flower power van, the Mystery Machine, getting into trouble and solving crimes. As always, these criminals might have gotten away with it if it wasn't for those meddling kids and their loyal dog, Scooby-Doo. Number 4, Bugs Bunny is probably the world's most famous rabbit, or is Bugs a hare? That difference has never been addressed during his many antics, but he's quite the trickster. Very enjoyable to watch, whether being hunted by Elmer Fudd,
Be very, very quiet. I'm hunting rabbit.
Yosemite Sam, or even Marvin Martian. Number 3, SpongeBob SquarePants is a good-natured, naive, and enthusiastic sea sponge. He resides in the undersea city of Bikini Bottom with other aquatic creatures. He works as a fry cook at a local fast food restaurant, the Krusty Krab, to which he is obsessively attached. Wouldn't you love to try a Krabby Patty from SpongeBob? Number 2. Are you familiar with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? These 4 radical pizza-eating ninja-style fighters with a rat for a sensei are elegantly named after some of history's greatest artists: Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo, and Donatello. Do you have a favorite? And my number 1 favorite, Mickey Mouse, one of the most popular cartoon characters of all time. Mickey Mouse is a golden oldie. Created by Walt Disney, he was originally going to be named Mortimer. The world-famous mouse first came to public attention in the animated film Steamboat Willie. Renowned for his yellow shoes, white gloves, red shorts, and circular ears, Mickey is beloved worldwide. Well, our trip around the world looking at cartoon characters must come to an end. Do you have a favorite? So what did you think of those cartoons? Let's go craft with Caroline.
Hi, my name is Caroline, and I'm so excited to do arts and crafts with you today. Today's video was all about characters from cartoons around the world, so today we're going to make 3 different crafts that are character themed. We're going to make a Forky Headband from Toy Story, a mini book with Pororo the Penguin, which is a character from a cartoon show in Korea, and a Shubarashka bracelet that's really fun. I hope you have fun! Now we are going to make a mini book that has Pororo the Penguin on the front. So what you need is 2 sheets of white paper, a color for the cover of your book, and I chose pink, and some black paper for the front of the book to make the penguin, scissors, glue, and some markers. So first you're going to take your white paper, and first we're going to fold it in half this way. Then we're going to take this piece and fold it down. Then we're going to flip it over and then fold this piece down to the bottom. Then we're going to open it back up so that it's like an accordion, kind of. And then we're going to cut across these 3 pieces. So now I have all my 4 strips, and first I'm going to take this one and fold it in half. Then I'm going to fold it in half again. And next we're going to fold it one more time. And now we're going to put it to the side. And now you can do this with all the rest of your pieces. So now you can see that they look like 4 little books. And now we're going to unfold all of them. So now that I have the 4 of my strips, I'm going to take one of them and use my glue stick and put some glue on the end square. Then I'm going to take my other strip and stick it right on top. And now I'm going to do it with all the pieces so that I get one long strip. Just like this. And now we're going to accordion fold it all the way to the end. So first you could take the first piece and fold it back, then go this way, then this way, and then that way, and continue to do that all the way across. And now I'm going to open it back up, and then I'm going to put glue all over except for this first piece. So I'm going to start putting it all over. And now I'm going to fold it back up in the accordion, like this. Then, when I'm finished, I'm going to put some more glue and continue doing this all the way across. And make sure when you get to the end, you don't do this last piece either. So now it looks like a little book. Now we're going to make the cover for our book. So now I'm going to take my pink paper, which is going to be my cover and also the penguin, and I'm going to fold it in half like this. Then I'm going to open it up like this and fold it up. Then I'm going to open it like this, and then I'm going to cut one of the squares out. So now that I have my square, I'm going to fold it in half this way, but I'm not going to crease the whole thing. I'm just going to make a tiny little crease on the top so that I can see it, see the mark. And then I'm going to flip my paper and I'm going to fold the bottom piece to that mark. And then I'm also going to fold the top piece. And make sure that when you fold them, there's a little bit of space in between. Okay, so then I'm going to fold it up like this. So now I'm going to open this up, and the book is going to go on the inside, and make sure that the pages are facing towards you. So the cover is going to go like this, and this is going to be folded down. And then the back piece is going to do the same thing. Then I'm going to take this out, and this cover piece is going to go like this. Then fold it over, and then this back piece is going to slide into here. Now you have a mini book. And now we're going to draw the penguin on the front. So now that we made our book, we're going to decorate the front so that it looks like Pororo. So first I'm going to use my black paper and fold it in half so that we can make two flippers. And I'm going to cut out the shape like this. So now I'm going to glue them on to the front of the book. And if they're a little big, it's okay because it'll make it look more 3D if they're coming off of the book. So this is what mine looks like. So now I'm going to draw with my black marker. I'm going to draw Pororo's eyes, and then he has an orange beak. So I'm just going to draw a little orange triangle, and now it looks like this. And now I'm going to make Pororo's feet. And you can keep your paper folded so that you get 2 feet. And I drew mine with a white crayon so that you can see, and this is what it should look like. And now I'm going to cut this out. So now this is what my feet look like after I cut them out. And now I'm going to fold the bottom of the feet just a little bit so that I can put some glue on and then they can stick to the book. And I'm going to put them on the bottom. So now my mini book is all finished with Pororo on the front. And you can even draw in little pictures inside of the book of different characters from cartoons all over the world, or you can draw whatever you want. So now we're going to make a face-changing bracelet that is Shubarashka, which is a monkey from a cartoon in Russia. And all you need is a piece of paper, and I'm using white paper, but you can use any color you want. Just make sure that it's light enough that you could draw the faces on it. And then you also need a pencil and some markers if you want to decorate, and you also need some scissors. So first we're going to take our paper and cut a long strip to make our bracelet. So across the long way, and it's about 3/4 of an inch thick. So first we're going to draw an oval shape for Shubarashka's head. And then his ears are like circles, like this. And now you can erase here and here. And if you want, you can adjust your head a little bit. But now I'm going to cut this out. So now this is what the head looks like once it's cut out. And just make sure that the strip you cut before is like about the same size, and like so it fits in the middle. So then we're going to fold this in half, but don't like crease it down. And then take your scissors and we're going to cut a slit here, and don't cut all the way through. You just want 2 little slits like this. So now I'm going to draw Shubarashka's face, and I'm going to draw 2 different emotions that he has, but you can do as many as you want. So first I'm going to draw one of his faces, and the eyes are going to be looking forward, and then in the other one, the eyes are going to be looking in a different direction. So first I have these eyes, and he has eyebrows like this, and then a triangle nose, and a little smile. And then the other one, the eyes are going to be looking this way. And then I'm going to draw the eyebrows again, and the nose, and the mouth. So now these are what the faces look like, and make sure that you draw them a little close to each other and towards the middle. So now I'm going to take the head that I cut out before, and I'm going to take my bracelet and put it behind here so that the bracelet comes in front and then in the back of here. And then when you slide it across, you get the 2 different faces. So this is my first one, and then this is the other one. So now I have it on my wrist, and then once it's on, you can slide it across. And if it's too hard to slide, you can gently take out the strip and cut it a little bit thinner. So now we're going to make a headband, and on the headband we're going to make Forky, which is a character from Toy Story. So what you need is 2 white pieces of paper, glue, scissors, and some markers. So first we're going to draw Forky. So I'm going to use my black marker to draw him, and then I'm going to cut it out. So first, to draw him, I'm going to draw it on the long side, but you can also draw it on the short side. It doesn't really matter. And it's going to curve up just a little bit. And then I'm going to draw 4 spikes at the top. And then it's going to go back down, like this. So now we're going to draw Forky's eyes. So I'm going to use my black marker and draw, and his eyes are really big. So one eye is like this, and then the other eye is a little bit smaller, like that. And then he has a circle inside, and then I'm going to color this in. So now this is what his eyes look like, and now we're going to draw his eyebrows, and he really has one big eyebrow over his eyes. And now I'm going to color this in. So now we're going to make the headband part. So I'm going to use my paper, and I'm going to fold it like this. And then I'm going to cut across here. Then I'm going to cut here so that I get 2 equal strips. So now that I have my 2 strips, Forky's going to go in the middle like this, and make sure that the paper doesn't go too far behind him because we want to make sure it fits around our head. So I'm going to glue Forky onto the strips of paper. So I'm going to put some glue here. Then put him in the middle, like this. So now that you have your headbands, you can put it on, and you can have a grown-up help you to glue it or tape it in the back. I hope you had fun making these character-themed crafts with me. Bye!
Who's ready to play? Cartoon characters around the world trivia. 10 questions, 4 answers, only one of which is correct. Who's ready to play? Question number 1. Hello Kitty is missing what facial element? A. Eyes. B. Mouth. C. Nose. Or D. None of the above. What does Hello Kitty not have on her face? And answer is B. Mouth. It's kind of funny, but she is very cute. Question number 2. Pororo is what kind of animal? A. Mouse. B. Bear. C. Penguin. Or D. Cat. Pororo is what kind of animal? And the answer is C. Penguin. He is very cute. He's from South Korea. Question number 3. The United Kingdom was the creator of which cartoon character or characters? A. Thomas the Tank Engine. B. Bob the Builder. C. Peppa Pig. Or D. All of the above. The United Kingdom or Britain was the creator of which characters? D. All of the above. They're all my favorite. Thomas the Tank Engine, Bob the Builder, and Peppa the Pig. Question number 4. Ant Man is famous for what? This Japanese character. A. Coming from the future. B. Solving crimes. C. Having a head made of sweetbread. Or D. None of the above. Ant Man is famous for what? C. Having a head made of sweet bread. Question number 5. In China, what does Big Bird look like? A. He is yellow and looks the same as in the US. B. He's blue. C. He's red. Or D. He's not available in China. In China, what does Big Bird look like? And the answer is A. He's yellow and he looks the same as in the US. He's his cousin. Question number 6. The Russian Shubarashka is what kind of animal? A. A bear. B. A mouse. C. A monkey. Or D. An unknown animal. That cute little Shubarashka is a D, an unknown animal. He looks a little bit like a combination of all three. Question number 7. What is the name of the famous dog that helps solve mysteries? Is it A. Snoopy, B. Shaggy, C. Scooby-Doo, or D. Snuffles? What's that name of that famous dog that solves mysteries? And the answer is C. Scooby-Doo. Shaggy is his friend, but not a dog. Question number 8. What Disney character is very popular in Hong Kong, Shanghai, and Tokyo? A. Zazu. B. Duffy the Bear. C. Elmo. Or D. Batman? What Disney character is popular in Asia? And it's B. Duffy the Bear. Who knew? It's not that popular in the United States, but very popular in Asia. Question number 9. Who is the world's most famous rabbit? What cartoon character? A. Oswald. B. Pikachu. C. Roger Rabbit. Or D. Bugs Bunny? Which one is the world's most famous rabbit? And the answer is D. Bugs Bunny. What's that, Doc? That's his famous saying. And the last and final question. Question number 10. What was Mickey Mouse almost named? A. Willie, B. Shorty, C. Mortimer, or D. Goofy? What was Mickey Mouse almost named? And the answer is C. Mortimer. I don't know if I could have imagined a Mortimer mouse. What do you think? Anyway, thanks so much for playing trivia with me today. I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you'd like to watch more Wheels Up episodes, you can find us at YouTube under Sunrise Association. Wheels Up has its own playlist. Or download our app at Sunrise Studios. I look forward to seeing you next time.